Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love and the journey of ascension. Okay, we're going to have a Lightworkers meeting. It's been 8 weeks since our last check-in. So that reading was called The Divine Masculine is in a Sad and Sorry State. And I feel that we felt that as a collective. So how has the last 8 weeks been for you? I know how they've been for me. Very interesting. Lots has gone on. Lots has gone on. Okay, so should we have a check-in? A check-in? A check-in. Let's have some coffee. I don't know how we're going to stage this meeting. I like board meetings. I like attending meetings. I like asking questions. So, I actually feel like doing a fly on the wall reading where we can just have a look at different areas. So let's start off with what's been going on at home, because that does matter. Your home life affects your whole life. So let's have a look at your home life. You have death. And let's get an energy card. We have the Magician and the Mirror. Now that's really interesting because I started to watch the beginning of the last Lightworkers meeting reading, and that was the card that was first drawn, I think, the Magician and the Mirror, but he was upright, so that is interesting. And I want to get an Archangel Oracle card. My right ear is ringing. A life review. Now, I just felt as if that was two energies there. So I felt the feminine's energy and the masculine's energy. Home. Life review. If we have a look at it from that perspective, with this side being the divine feminine's energy, and then this side being the divine masculine's energy, because I'm talking to Lightworkers, so you are divine. And you're on a divine duty. You're under divine duties. Okay, so home, a life review. Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. So let's look at the feminine side, what I'm perceiving to be the feminine side. Or the feminine's energy, should we say that? Okay. What's going on at home with the divine feminine and her energy? Death. The old and unnecessary wants to die. What passion! Exclamation mark. The new prepares to open like a rosebud at the dawn of a new day. Clearing away the old to make way for the new. Precursor to transformation, intense passion, initiation. Initiation and transformation, the core structure of initiation involves an experience of death, followed by an experience of rebirth. You may be at just such a moment of initiation. We often have to die to our old ways of thinking, feeling or behaving before we can open up to our new life. Now, on the masculine side here, and I'm noticing Archangel Jeremiah's torch, flame, inclining to this side. It looks like a hand, like a palm that's holding up that energy. A white glove. That's it's like he got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole wide world. Number 53 is in reverse. Home life. Underneath it says knowing and using your true power. Interesting, it's 169 because the 69 takes me to the yin yang, but it feels, as I said at the beginning, the collective have felt the masculines in this sad and sorry state. So the magician and the mirror reversed is warning you that you may be missing a great opportunity. The time is right, but you're not taking advantage of the creative energy of this cycle. You do have the power to transform things for yourself, to create something new. Whether a home, I'm going to show you that because we're talking about the home here, the home position. Whether a home, business, family or life direction, you may be resistant to or even disbelieving of the unlimited power you possess. But it's time to wake up. The misinformation and perceived limitations that linger from the past can no longer sustain you. Your life is the mirror that reflects your inner energy. Yet, you have the ability to change what you see. You must fully open up to the complete truth of your eternal wisdom, talents and abilities, and take the risk of believing in yourself. Now is the time to dig deep, find the confidence and courage within to make the most of this opportune cycle. You have all the resources you need, and the unlimited force of the universe is at your disposal. It's waiting for you to recognise and ignite the phenomenal powers that are eternally yours. So we can see what's going on the masculine side here. A big life review, but there's hesitation now. Now, I would say that during the last 8 weeks, we have had lots of readings mentioning about cycles and what cycle of life are you in. Okay, should we move over to business? Let's get down to business. I can hear someone saying, mind your own business. Look at the bottom of the deck here, the hangman. Okay, so money, work is the next area. Chop, chop. It feels like chop, chop. Heavy. Yes, work has been a heavy load. I've got a rather heavy load of work that I still need to contend with on top of my normal duties. But it will get done. There it is. Look at the heavy load. Now that's the feminine side. And yes, I'm working a lot. It's full on. Okay. We was only going to get one card from there, that's fine. Let's go to the energy cards. Angel of Strength. It takes two, baby. Me and you. It's about making work fun. It's about making work for you. Okay. And we have hello from heaven. Archangel Azrael. Your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their loving blessings. So I feel as if the angelic support is coming through to help make your work more joyous and helping to lift the heavy load. It's really the energy of let us help you. We have Angel of Strength and we have the Ten of Wands. Let's read the Ten of Wands. So it's a masculine energy here. He's carrying the weight on his own. I had this, was it yesterday? My shoulder really hurt. And the only way I could describe it was, I feel like I'm carrying the weight of the world on my shoulders. The day before, my right knee kind of, not gave way, but gave me a bit of havoc all of a sudden. And then the next day it was like my shoulder. But we just have to soldier on through it. Okay. So, work, Ten of Wands. Demands, burdens, overwork. Carrying the weight of responsibility or obligations on your shoulders. I felt that. The demands made upon you could result from initiatives that you set in motion impulsively. You may be too busy to relax and enjoy the results of your efforts. Uncomplaining acceptance of your perceived burden, delegation, reassessing priorities and values. Okay, Angel of Strength. Card number 50. Work. Personal power and inner strength. This amazing angel brings the news that this is a time of increasing power for you. Now, what I felt there is that with the feminine feeling the masculine's heaviness, burden, has that lifted that from the masculine's side? Has it given him some respite? Because it does feel as if the feminine's energy here, the divine feminine's energy, is capable of the work that's required. Because I'm taken to, before enlightenment, you chop wood and you carry water. After enlightenment, you chop wood and you carry water without complaining, joyfully. So this amazing angel brings the news that this is a time of increasing power for you. It's not the time to be passive or submissive, but to speak your truth and take action on your own behalf. You are capable of taking greater control and directing your own destiny. For the power that comes from within reaches out to the universe and beyond. Inner strength and unlimited resourcefulness, unlimited, they're telling you, inner strength and unlimited resourcefulness flow through you at this time, helping you to create real results. Call upon this wonderful angel and on your own inner resourcefulness to bring you the focus and resolve to do what's necessary in order to make your dreams a reality. Okay. Your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. I feel that I shared on the community, as a community post this morning, about meeting halfway and walking the bridge to the other side, about bringing heaven down to live here on earth. So your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. I feel the Divine Feminine, she's doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their loving blessings. It's like the Divine Feminine saying, I've got this and you've got this as well. You've got what you've got to deal with. Use this opportunity to deal with it. Interesting. Should we go on to money? Money, money, money. Well, all this money is being generated by all this work and no time to spend it. But I personally have managed to accumulate enough wealth to be able to book two mini breaks away over the Halloween period. So yes, that was nice to be able to treat myself and the kids to a couple of holidays. Holiday. I keep hearing that song as well, Madonna, Holiday. If we took a holiday, do, 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 where would you go? Took some time to celebrate. I most definitely have the travel bug coming back. So it's nice to be able to work and then have a retreat. A Mars a day, the Divine Masculine energy, that's Mars energy, helps you work, rest and play. Okay, so let's have a look at money. Oh, in a conflict, it's a struggle. With the Five of Wands here, it's like a childish, boyish ego fighting. And you have the, I won't say a black hen, but should we read what this, this takes me to the story of the little red hen. And was it the little red hen that collected and done all the work to produce the bread? Something along that lines. And then right at the end, like everybody wants, you know, to be part of it. And it's like, well, you didn't want to know when it comes to, you know, doing the graft, the hard graft. So, what should we be pecking at here? Five of Wands. Well, should we pull some more cards first before we read this? Okay. Money. I feel the energy of just somebody thinking about themselves. Okay, like when it comes to money. When I have money, when I have spare, excess money, I suppose it's the same with love. It's like when you have excess love, you just want to share it. Excess joy, you want to share that with the world. Excess money, I love to share that with my children. It's like, how can we use this money to have an adventure? And we have patience. So what's coming through is like your time will come. Also the energy of if you're like always feeling as if you're fighting with money. What's the saying? There's too much month left at the end of the money. That mentality is just going to create a lack, a less. Rather than an abundant mindset. Start living abundantly. And you'll realise we're in the money. So that hen now is taking me to, you know, you're too busy fighting that you're not looking on the ground for like pennies. And when you do find, you know, money, you hold it up to the sky and you give thanks and gratitude. And you can see that abundance. is always trying to find its way to you. And we have creative writing. Oh. So I feel there could be a book within you. Should we read a book? Asking it is given. Yeah. Yeah. But what do you plan on doing with the money? That really is the question. Do you plan on having fun and creating memories and helping to lighten somebody's load? How do you feel the divine would like you to use this divine inheritance? When you realise that you're already safe, secure, you're not concerned regarding your survival because you've had all the tests of faith sent your way. When you feel and you know you're losing it all, but you just know it's going to be all right. It's all for a reason, and this is only a season. That will pass. You're not going to die. You will get through this. Okay, so you don't need money to secure that. When you've lost everything, you kind of lose fear with it. You surrender. Creative writing, Archangel Gabriel. So, Gabriel comes with a message. Make time to write down your thoughts in a journal, or pen an article or book. I have asking it is given, learning to manifest the law of attraction. 16, I'm looking for a page number. Let's go to 16. Okay. You are a physical extension of source energy. You are an extension of source energy. You are standing on the leading edge of thought. Your time-space reality was set into motion through the power of thought long before it manifested in the physical form in which you see it now. Everything in your physical environment was created from non-physical perspective by that which you call source. And just as source created your world and you, through the power of focused thought, you are continuing to create your world from your leading edge place in this time-space reality. You and that which you call source are the same. You cannot be separated from source. Source is never separated from you. When we think of you, we think of source. When we think of source, we think of you. Source never offers a thought that causes separation from you. You cannot offer a thought that will cause total separation. Separation is actually far too strong a word. But you can offer thoughts that are different enough in vibrational nature to hinder your natural connection with source. We refer to that condition as resistance. Do you want to read that top bit? Well-being is lined up outside your door. We want to remind you of the basic premise that must be understood before any of this will make sense to you. Well-being flows. Well-being wants you. Well-being is lined up outside your door. Everything you have ever desired, whether spoken or unspoken, has been transmitted by you vibrationally. It has been heard and understood by source and has been answered. And now you are going to feel your way into allowing yourself to receive it, one feeling at a time. Okay. Now you're going to feel your way, one feeling at a time. So let's read the Five of Wands. Cheers. Cheers. Let's turn that round so we can see. Oh, lucky you. It's like there's nothing to prove. If it's really true, oh, lucky you. Da, 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 da. The Five of Wands. Creative conflict. Playful struggle. Competition. You may find yourself in conflict with others. And this is talking about the area of money. Although it might not be serious yet. A tussle with work colleagues or friends, or a power struggle or battle of wits. This sounds like keeping up with dogma. With whatever surname is. Common. Common? But they do tend to use Smith, Jones, like commoners. Trying to keep up with the muggles when you're a magical one. Okay. A playful situation or a sexual relationship involving fiery, wild activities. Oh, okay. That's definitely like a switch of perspective. Patience. I'm taken to Candyman, Christina Aguilera, where the line says, good things come for boys who wait. I'm going to have to share that video, that song, on the community tab. Candyman, Candyman. Patience, peaceful presence, letting go of desperation. This card shows a beautiful angel holding a clock in the stillness of winter. Her quiet, peaceful energy is telling you that it's time to release the old urgency and to look at things with a much clearer perspective. When this card is upright, it's telling you to relax and let go of the single-minded desperation that's been driving you. Don't try to force your will on only one option. When you think there's only one solution to satisfy your needs or to make you happy, you're blocking many other solutions from coming your way. Let go of the anxiety and be flexible. Be patient, open, and creative. Choose to be peaceful in the present. I feel by choosing to be peaceful in the present, you will allow the flow of money to arrive. It's like to start the flow, to continue the flow. The flow's always been there. It's about getting you into the stream of abundance. So don't try to force your will on only one option. When you think there's only one solution to satisfy your need or to make you happy, you're blocking many other potential solutions from coming your way. Let go of the anxiety and be flexible. Be patient, open, and creative. Choose to be peaceful in the present. The universe has more options than you may be aware of. Quiet your mind, broaden your perspective, and let them come through. So there's lots of ways to generate income, money. You can ask the divine, ask for your divine inheritance to be delivered in whatever source, stream that comes in. Your job is to recognise it and to receive with gracious appreciation. Okay. Now, do we dare go on to the next three topics? Let's do it. Love, sex and romance. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles. I feel the Queen of Pentacles here is rather grounded. It's like she's working more on her material world. Some boys kiss me, some boys hug me. I think they're okay. If they don't give me proper credit, I just walk away. And she just uses her little, like, well, little, big maybe, rampant rabbit. Peace. I'm looking at the rabbit ears, peace sign. Okay, so that's what I'm guessing from that. Some boys try and some boys pry, but I don't let them stay, no way. Only boys that save their pennies make my rainy days. Only boys that save their pennies make my rainy days. So when you save money for a rainy day, that's meaning it's money that you can treat yourself when the weather's not looking too great. So she's looking for a man who saves his money for adventures and retreats, hotel breaks, spa breaks, horse riding's coming to mind, pottery class, cooking class. Travelling the world, different cultures, different folks, folklores, different folklores. Yeah. She's the queen of the earth. She wants to explore. It's like tribal. I felt the energy of wanting to share that song yesterday by Two Unlimited, Tribal Dance. I thought, why is this coming to mind? It's the tribal dance. Love, there's a tribal dance going on. And let's pull a card from the energy oracle cards. It's oh so quiet. It's oh so still. Where was Bjork from? I won't say like Sweden, but I'm not sure. But Sweden would be a nice place to visit. Anyway, so we have the thinking woman in reverse, we have storm warning in reverse, and we have caring connections in reverse. Okay. Now what do we make of that? All to do with love. We keep it like that. Let's get a Archangel Oracle card. The thinking woman is in reverse. In a way, it's like saying, stop thinking like that. A storm, it comes in with yesterday's reading, like the jealousy of love. Of another receiving that love that you're wishing for yourself. Well, when we read in Ask and It Is Given, it said that all your wishes desired, whether spoken or unspoken, have been vibrationally sent out. Clear your space. Archangel Jophiel, get rid of clutter, clear the energy around you and use feng shui. So this is very much the energy of working on home, feeling at home with yourself. The energy of preparing for love is coming through. Come on, let's put this down. Let's just read these messages. As I'm not wishing to delve into the jealous mind of one's own self-destruction. Queen of Pentacles. Dynamic, confident, strong-willed. A calling to voluntary or charitable work, or to working with the powers of the land, particularly those related to the fire in the earth of dragon or ley lines. Now, I've been called to help set up some charitable work, which is in motion. There is a lot that's in motion in my life, on all lots of different topics, areas. So working with the powers of the land, a calling to voluntary or charitable work. Okay, the thinking woman, what is she thinking? Lots. Enough for this lifetime, next lifetime, the lifetime after. Now, I was going to say now, what about the funding? Who's going to fund all these trips? Listen, if it's meant to be, it will be. If you're meant to go somewhere, you're going to go there. So, I'm still standing, better than I've ever been. I'm looking like a true survivor. I need the book, please. Thank you very much. And we're looking for the energy book. And we're looking at a Thinking Woman 47. Female of wisdom or understanding. This card reverse could represent a difficult time for your own personal growth. You have to remember that this side was really the perspective of the masculines here. It's like wanting to infuse that perspective into this energy. No way, Jose. Off you go. Clear your space. So this card reverse could represent a difficult time for your own personal growth. You may be feeling confused about your personal power or disconnected from your heart's true path. Look within and open up to your own inner guidance. Trust your intuition about what you need to learn in order to move forward. The Thinking Woman reverse could also indicate a woman who is misleading you or giving you misinformation of some sort. Be aware and set boundaries. Remember, your own spirit is always your best guide. The affirmation is, I open my mind and heart to my own inner wisdom. I am thoughtful, focused, and clear. Card number 10 in reverse. This card reversed indicates that the dark times are behind you, or at least beginning to fall away. You can take heart that sunny skies and better times are on the horizon. This new light may bring a time of reassessment and redirection for you. Let yourself consider where you want to go next. Also, spend some time reflecting on the difficulty that has passed. What was the lesson for you? Whether it's about self-love or empowerment, remember to bring these intentions and the lessons learned into your bright new path. The affirmation, I have the power to overcome any obstacle, no matter what is going on. I can be strong, confident, and self-directed. Page number 33. Christ consciousness for the masculine here. Let's look at the caring connections in reverse. Card number 14. This card reverse signals a break in communication or a parting of ways for two people. Whether romantic, social, or business, the present connection seems to be at or close to an end. If this is the case, consider what healthy action needs to be taken to move on. As difficult as a parting may be, it can often lead to bigger and better things. Keep in mind both the logistical and emotional aspects of leaving this connection behind. Make plans. Vent your feelings. Always remember, with every ending, a new beginning is at hand. Your affirmation: I open my heart and life to truly caring connections. The ideal friend and partner is coming to me now. Okay. Love. Clear your space. Get rid of clutter, clear the energy around you, and use feng shui. Should we have a look at sex? Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about sex. Why has that flame got extremely low? It may go out. I looked at buying some flames yesterday. Not yesterday, the day before. I actually picked up a pack of candles, but I was convinced that I had some at home already. I do not, so there it is. It's like, goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend. What you can see is like the stake. You see the stake that's staked through the middle of the candle to hold it in place. Burnt on the stake. Sex. Let's look at sex. We have the High Priestess. And I have another card that's sticking out. The Hermit. Come out wherever you are. So those secret desires are coming out. It's okay. The witch is dead. The wicked witch is dead. Ding dong, the witch is dead. Clap your hands, get out of bed. I have all these cards that have fallen on the floor. We have financial constraints. Sex. How does that affect sex? When you're in the mood for loving and you forget about all that, don't you? None of that matters. It's about connection. Walking away. Remember that money can't buy you love. 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. I don't want to get wax on the card. But I do want to use it like as a pillar of strength. Okay, and then we need an Archangel Oracle card. Old Mother Hubbard, she opened the cupboard to get the poor doggy a bone, but when she got there, the cupboard was bare, so the poor doggy had none. Gifts from God. Are you throwing away God's gift? Money. Archangel Sandalphon. We angels bring you gifts from your Creator. Open your arms to receive. Okay, let's read these cards. The High Priestess, card number 2. Now, how we seem to have intermingled the cards here, because the Druidcraft Tarot with the feminine energy, the energy cards were the masculine's energy, and then we have the Archangel's message. So let's look at the High Priestess and the Hermit, 2 major arcanas. And we're talking about the area of sex. Sexy. Everything about you so sexy. You don't even know what you got. You're really hitting the spot. Oh yeah. Liberty X. The High Priestess. Present yourself before the mysteries of life and before the goddess or her priestess in humility and with reverence, open to the stillness and the depths within you to gain strength and wisdom. Keywords: intuition, dreams, inner wisdom, Gateway to initiation. That word's been used a lot in this reading. Initiation, especially on the feminine side. Gateway to initiation, the unconscious, the divine feminine. Entering the stillness. The High Priestess seems to bar our way forward. Don't be in a rush to move onwards. Balance the power of decision making and action as seen in the Magician card with the power of reflection and depth. True passivity is strong and fertile and shouldn't be mistaken for weakness or inertia. Be open to your dreams and intuitions. The Hermit. Just have some coffee first. I have some coffee. I should have a cough and then we'll have some coffee. John Coffey. Walking the mile. The Hermit. Turn away from the distractions of the outer world and seek guidance. In silence and solitude, discover new depths and refresh your soul at the source of all life. So we're talking about sex, and I feel we're talking about superficiality. I want to sing like it's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Because I was afraid to speak when I was just a lad. Me father gave me nose a tweet and told me I was bad. But then one day I learnt a word to save me aching nose. The biggest word you've ever heard, and this is how it goes. Superficiality. Sex. Guidance, retreat, caution, withdrawal, meditation. Because there's a lot to talk about some depthness. It's deeper than that. Just sex. It's not just about sex. That is one component. And I really want to even change that to like making love. There's a difference between sex, having sex, and making love. Guidance, retreat, caution, withdrawal, meditation. An inner call. You may be feeling the call to begin meditating or to take a retreat. A teacher, counsellor, or wise person, or an inner guide. Draw energy and Draw energy and wisdom from the 5 senses. We don't need to wait for loss to make us turn within. Don't be tempted to make important decisions, for now is a time to withdraw from the distractions of your everyday life. Okay. There could be quite a lot of heightened sex tension. She drives me crazy. It's like, you know, the doggy wanted a bone. The cupboard's bare. 15, it says 13. 13. Unlucky for some, if you're superstitious. Restrictions concerning money. This card shows an old-fashioned safe with little money but lots of cobwebs. I'm taken back to back in the day. That's why they had so many children. Because there wasn't much to do, so they had a lot of, you know, sexy time. Conceiving time. So this card shows an old-fashioned safe with little money but lots of cobwebs and dust. Money might be tight at this time, so rein in your spending and be circumspect. Is that how I say that? About your financial requirements in your life. This is not a time of indulgence, so be aware of what's really important and consciously choose your expenditures. There's a big difference between what you need and what you want. This card is telling you to take care of your needs, but bide your time. Things will get better. But for now, be willing to live more conservatively and always value the money and good things you already have. Yeah, there is this kind of falling away, letting go of the things that you don't require. But you may have told yourself that, you do. So it's like being stripped back to a roof over your head and food on your table. And health. The other stuff you don't really need, you choose to have it. You choose to have the luxuries. The affirmation, I can move through any cycle with dignity and awareness. I am open to receiving increasing wealth. Money moves to and through my life, bringing benefits to all. Now we're talking gifts from God. Okay, so walking away. I'm walking away. Are you walking away from the troubles? Letting go, moving on. This card shows someone walking away from an existing situation. She is closing the gate behind her and is walking away into a misty, unknown future. This card upright reveals that it could be time for you to make a similar decision. I do feel the energy of her saying, are you coming? Be who has little faith. Are you coming? There may be something that you're finished with, perhaps a career goal, a relationship, or a long-term experience of any kind. The familiarity of the situation may be enticing, but you're now ready to look at your options on the open road ahead. In reality, an important new beginning is at hand. This card also indicates that now would be a good time to let go of an old habit, emotional pattern, or false belief. No matter how deeply ingrained a negative pattern may be, you now have the power to release it and to move on to a freer, healthier way of thinking and relating to yourself and others. Whether it's time, doesn't say that, it says whether it's in the inner or outer world, this card is telling you that you have the readiness and resourcefulness. That you have the readiness and resources to walk away from the old and move forward now. So let's look at the 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. What's interesting, it said focus on the 5 senses, and Archangel Metatron's pointing out your 6th sense, your 3rd eye. Okay, let's read the message. Card number 40. Clarity of thought, personal vision. This very powerful Archangel Metatron brings brilliant indigo vibrations to your brow chakra or 3rd eye. Which, what's interesting, it's page number 127 and taken to the 27 here. I'm also taken to the energy, which I will say is the age of 40 is when, how old I was when Simon made his transition, and this card always reminds me of Simon's energy. And I feel this energy of walking towards faith, believing, trusting that we are taken care of, that we are not alone. Gifts from God. So this very powerful Archangel Metatron brings brilliant indigo vibrations to your brow chakra or 3rd eye, which is the centre devoted to insight and clear thought. When this card appears upright, it indicates a much greater clarity in your thought process as an expanded perspective towards broader horizons. Some new perceptions are taking hold, and the clouds of confusion are clearing. In some ways, this could be a new beginning, for you're on your way to developing a deeper insight about what's going on in your life and why. Now is the time to focus on your personal vision. What do you want your life to look like in the years ahead? Create a clear picture of that and support it with your daily thoughts. The insight you need to create a vibrant life is available to you now. Okay, such powerful messages about this new beginning that is at hand. The insight you need to create a vibrant life is available to you now, and you have gifts from God. And I feel that we're going to be wrapping up the reading. 5555 is on the timer. That's enough of the areas that we need to look at. So I should then get a message from the angels and ancestors and finish off this Lightworkers meeting with a message from the Mother Mary to bring it all together, to bring us all together. Gifts from God. Now, I haven't read any of the other Archangel Oracle messages, but this one I am drawn to. Heaven is expansive and ever increasing. One of the ways in which heaven expands is through giving and sending love continuously. This love is sent your way in many forms, and your only task is to be willing to receive. Right now, the answers to your prayers await your willing receptivity. Open your arms to these gifts. Your Creator wills that you be happy, healthy, secure, and that all your needs will be provided. Release any fears of receiving to me. So what I've just noticed is that what you have up the top there is Archangel Metatron, which I realised when I had mentioned about Simon, and the energy of him on the other side. And Archangel Metatron and Archangel Sandalphon, with the gifts from God there, were the two archangels that were mortal men. And because of their great work here on earth, when they made their transition, they transitioned into archangels. That position. So working with Archangel Sandalphon, one of Sandalphon's principal roles is to deliver and answer our prayers. Sandalphon says that every prayer is heard and answered, although the answer may come in a different form than we expect. All prayers are of equal importance in heaven, and there are plenty of angels to help everyone on earth. Call upon Sandalphon when you need help in allowing yourself to receive. Okay? Allow yourself to receive these beautiful gifts from your Creator. So let's finish with a message from the angels and ancestors. Let's walk the bridge to the other side. Just you and I here. And we have the sage. Be devoted and committed. I will fly through the sky for you and I. Sage. So can you meet me halfway? And there he is in the centre. Taking notes. Be willing to go the whole road and back again. This will allow you to be the best you can possibly be. The sage represents the wise one within. When this card arises, it shows that you are preparing to become a great and insightful teacher to your peers. Right there with the hermit. It guides you to take notes, as the wandering yogi is on this card, because your knowledge and life experiences can impact the world, but can impart incredible insights to those with whom you come into contact. This card is also about observation and becoming more aware of who you are and of all your inner workings, because that awareness can bring more clarity to your decisions. Devotion is a powerful energy. Right now, angels and ancestors want to acknowledge how committed you are to your growth. Your continued dedication to this aspect of your life has been recognised, and your understanding that you are not only a body but also a soul is all you need to continue growing and expanding. The energy of oneness is offering itself to you now, and it's important you take some time to integrate it all so that you can be supported and guided by it. This is what the divine wants for you. Make a note of experiences or teachers making themselves known to you at this time, because you are going to share those teachings one day too. Okay, let's finish with a magical message from the Mother Mary. Cheers to new beginnings. Insightful meanings. In the middle of the night, I go walking in my sleep. Okay, right, let's find out what message the Mother Mary would like to deliver. Maybe in the middle of the night. We have Our Lady of Nourishment. Card number 34. Do you hunger, my child, for love, for security, for knowing that all will be well? Do you hunger for food, for possessions, for relationships, for opportunities to be free in the world and make your mark? Do you hunger, my child, for feelings of tenderness, appreciation and acknowledgement? Let me fulfill that hunger now, through the divine presence and the bounty that it brings. Let me fulfill that hunger that you may know fullness, not only fed by the spiritual worlds, but nourished through delight in your precious life in this physical world through which you are approaching your spiritual enlightenment. In the physical world, hunger can be painful. It can be the very real physical suffering of impoverished bodies. Hunger can also exist as a subtle, but just as real, and at another level, just as painful, spiritual poverty that threatens the continuing existence of the human soul. The human soul is most precious. It is what allows for wild animal and sublime spirit to unite, for flesh to become sacred, and for spirit to become tangible, that it may live in the world as love. It is so extraordinary that any explanations of it in words are limited at best. To put it mildly, the human soul is worth fighting for. It is the part of us that feels, that has compassion, creativity, and connection to the living reality of the body and the natural world. It just knows when something is genuinely true, and therefore coming from love, or false, and therefore not coming from love. It isn't interested in wrong and right, in judgment, and in one belief system over another. The human soul wants to thrive. The only world it knows to be true is love. Without the human soul, this whole divine experiment of Earth School cannot come to its fruition of a radiant world of illumined beings contributing tremendous waves of love to our universe. We have so much power available to us as a species. You only have to feel the energy at a football match to understand that group power is considerable. However, if the soul is not present, that power is unable to be directed into constructive channels to improve our world. Imagine all the potent emotional intensity that is poured into a championship sports event being instead sent with intention that a political issue be resolved, for example, or an environmental issue be supported financially. One person has tremendous power to create difference in the world. Imagine how much power and energy could be generated for the greater good by a group of conscious people with great passion. Working together with conscious intent would make human beings very potent spiritual change agents, and the world would be transformed quickly. And of course, then there is the human soul that you have, beloved. Apart from the power of contributing through a group, interesting, it's on page 144, I'm taken to the 144,000. There's a here to transform, assist our planet in enlightening our planet. So, and of course, let's get back to this. Then there is the human soul that you have, beloved. Apart from the power of contributing through a group, you have a very important role as an individual being. You, my beloved, understand something of the spiritual truths that are still hidden from the masses who are fearful and cannot understand as yet. You are one of the children of the Divine Mother, one of those who walks the path of the living Christ, to assist with raising consciousness on this planet and bringing the spirit into the body so that a human soul can be born. No matter what hungers you may have for status or wealth or pleasure or contentment or service or passion or freedom or more, at the core of any hunger is the hunger for soul. It might be masquerading at times as a hunger for power, relationship, money, or chocolate. Yet underneath all of that, there lies the hunger for life. And life is only directly experienced through the human soul. The mind alone cannot do it. There is no self-awareness there. It is the mind and the body together, through the soul, which creates the capacity to experience and be transformed and nourished through that experience. Without this, it is like being at the most amazing buffet, so very hungry that you are ravenous, but having no mouth with which to eat. Surely one definition of hell. Our Lady of Nourishment comes to you with this message. Your hungers will be met. Yes, there may be moments of desire for a car or a pair of shoes, but if you allow her, she will lead you far deeper into what you are truly hungering after, so that your hunger can actually be fed. After all, if you are hungry for light, darkness will never satiate your hunger, no matter how much of it you try to consume. She asks that you turn to her with your desires and ask for her help. She will not judge you or condemn you. She will help you. Sometimes she may show you that what you think you want is actually not what you need or want in truth. She will do so with mercy if you ask her to. The healing process for this oracle will help you. Finally, if you're not sure how this relates to you, then know this. Within you, even if it is not conscious as yet, there is a great hunger and yearning that is soon to emerge. This is an expression of a spiritual call of your own soul to life, a desire to live somewhat fuller, more fearlessly, and with greater understanding than before. It might manifest, in a practical sense, as a desire to travel or to communicate with people who are open-minded and willing to listen to you, and who want to speak about all sorts of topics. It might manifest as a desire to break out of the mould of your life and bust through stereotypes. Pray to Our Lady to help you feed your hunger in the most conscious, constructive and healing way possible. She wants to help you now, and only she can truly feed the world. The healing process and affirmation. You are in a softly lit room with a baby being fed by its mother. Feel the peace and quiet in the room, the contentment. The mother softly coos to the baby, perhaps singing a gentle lullaby. The child is in simple bliss, fed and happy and comfortable. Be with the feeling of this. It may be lovely, or it may seem confronting if this was not the reality for you. You may find it foreign and strange, or easy to imagine. Whatever you feel is fine. Just notice it. Say the following prayer. I call upon Mother Mary, Our Lady of Nourishment, who loves me unconditionally. You, who know my deepest hungers and desires, please help me be truly nourished, Mother. I ask for your support, intervention and assistance that my soul may be fed, that it may thrive, bringing passion, light and presence to this world, igniting the souls of others too. May your will be done. Place your hands on your heart and imagine the love of the Divine Mother gently flowing like mother's milk in through your hands and pouring into your heart. Stay there for as long as feels good, nourishing or appropriate for you. You may like to close your eyes and relax for several moments like this. When you are ready, simply say this affirmation to close your healing practice. Our Lady of Nourishment true, feeds my soul with all that is real. I grow strong in my light and my presence, becoming a lover and a holy child of this world. Amen to that. Okay. I will talk to you guys soon. Until then, oh, you know what to do. Take care. Much love. Bye for now.